Hello everybody, we are going to be talking about Freddie Andersen's hot start and what it could turn into for him in the Carolina Hurricanes this year. Now before we start, please make sure to like this video if you enjoy the video and join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. Now let's talk about Freddie. So, at this point, I'm sure you've all heard about the beginning of the season for Carolina and Frederik Andersen. He is 8-1 with a 1.83 goals against average and a .939 save percentage, while also having the third highest goal saved above expected in the league at the moment. And if you remember right, I said I wasn't sure that that being the Carolina Hurricanes, should have brought in Andersen after having Mrazek go, and then obviously Nedeljkovic was traded to Detroit. But so far he's proven me wrong, and while I did expect him to play well on a good Carolina team, I never expected him to play this well. And it's got people wondering about, hey, just how good could Andersen's season be? And let me lay out the obvious thing that could be the downfall of his season if things go off the tracks. The biggest problem here is the fact that Carolina's played 10 games and Andersen started 9 of those. That would put him on pace for 74 starts. This is giving me huge 2016-17 Edmonton Oilers Cam Talbot vibes, and that is a big flashback where he started 73 games for the Oilers. And for a 32-year-old goalie, that being Frederik Andersen, that is a lot of a workload to deal with, and over time I worry that for somebody that's had a lot of starts in his career, played a lot of games for Anaheim and Toronto, this could just be a little bit worrisome. But I will say Edmonton was way worse defensively than Carolina is, so I think that he'll be in better shape than Cam Talbot was that 2016-17 season. Do I think he could win a Vezina this year? Yeah, absolutely. I do think he could win one, and I think that when you look at the Vezina, a lot of traditional things are ways to win it. Wins, that is a big thing. As long as you have decent stats and a lot of wins, you have a really good shot of making it. And if you look at this Carolina team, considering that they are off to a 9-1 start, and Freddie Andersen's considered to probably start at least 65 games, I'd say he's got a really good chance to rack up some W's on the year. However, he's going to face some competition along the way. We do have to accept that. And I think this is kind of a weird year. At least the start of it is a little weird in the fact that Sergei Bobrovsky in 2021 could be challenging for the Vezina. He has won it, I believe, twice. And that is just weird. But at the end of the day, Carolina is facing Florida as, the top dogs right now. Also, Edmonton's in the mix. But those two, I think Bobrovsky and Andersen kind of lead the pack at the moment for the Vezina spot in the terms of traditional. They've got a lot of wins. Stats look good on the normal eye test, all that good stuff there. And I think that could be a fun thing to follow along. There's going to be other contenders too for the Vezina. We all know that good and well. Somebody's going to get on a hot stretch, here in a month or so, and then just carry it into the end of the year. But also we know that there's going to be some guys that have some great starts and then just kind of fade towards the end of the season. So, I don't know. I think that he's in the mix right now. Could he win it? Absolutely, like we said. Now, do I think that winning a Vezina is important? Yes, I do. But also winning in the playoffs, way more important. And do I think Freddie can win in the playoffs? This is where I have a few worries. The first being his playoff reputation in Toronto. You go back to those Leafs teams. When they got Freddie Andersen, I was one of those people that said the Leafs are legit. They are going to win multiple playoff rounds. They're going to be a team that goes deep every year. While they have found regular season success, they have not found postseason success. And when Andersen was in between the pipes, that was an issue where they would have some good games with him and then they'd have some games that were kind of rough, especially against Boston. I believe they had his number a few times. And that is a thing that he's going to have to bulk out. This is a mental thing. He can win in the playoffs, so we know that. How do we know that? When he played in Anaheim, I believe that they won his rookie year. They won a series against Dallas. And then the year after the 2014-15 season, that Ducks team was one win away from being in the 2015 Stanley Cup Finals. Who was in net? Freddie Andersen. And he is somebody that can do it. It's just been a minute. And he's going to have to find a way to bulk out the Toronto experience. But I am positive, and I am sure that he can do that. And, that's assuming, though, that he's not gassed by the time Carolina makes it to the playoffs. Again, for a guy that's on pace for 70-plus starts, this could be a huge workload and maybe fatigue, maybe injury. Hopefully not. Hopefully he has a great year because I am a big Andersen fan. And that is months away. So for now, let's just enjoy hockey. Do you think Freddie Andersen will win the Vezina and or have postseason success with Carolina Hurricanes? Let me know down below. Also, like this video if you liked this video and join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. You have a great night. You go love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.